Wait, is there another city called Rome that doesn't exist in Georgia, USA? I was watching Fox News and they mentioned Rome in Italy. I am confused. Is there a Rome in Italy? Here in Norway, we know that Americanians are stupid, but we need more proof. And what isn't a better way to check that out to see the stupidest things Americans have said? These 35 pictures, I'm convinced Americans might just be the dumbest people on the planet. I don't doubt that. Let's say the first one. The French also don't have a word for entrepreneur. I don't know. That word is in French. So entrepreneur. Oh yes, that's a French word. This is typical Americans. That's what they say. On Texas, he is talking about an international flight home to the US. Though as a CIA, I do feel like Texas is a different country. So do all Texans. That's the flag of Chile. Wait, what? Yep. That's the flag. Why? Let's check the Texas flag. Oh. Okay. Okay. You can't blame him for... actually, you can. If you're a real Texan liver, you should know that. On the law, the President of North America cannot be prevented from attending. This is law. Typical 60-year-old American. The Vatican isn't in North America. Vatican? Isn't that in, like, Italy or something? We have more military personnel than people that live in the Vatican, by the way. Okay. And US law still don't apply to it. North America law is law across the world. Okay. Yep. Here in Norway, if you see something you don't like, you just pull up the gun you bought from the grocery store and shoot people. Yep, that's American law in Norway. I feel like Americans live in a bubble. They think that everyone in the world lives like them, but we don't. We're happy. On borders. This is what it's like crossing the border in the EU. The roads change, that's it. Exactly the same as between states in the US. Not really any difference. Yeah, cause the US is one country. Yes, that's what I thought too. I thought USA was one country with different states. In Norway, we have fylker and communes. That's the same as states, I think. On the new Pope, Pope Leo will be the greatest American to lead Vatican City since Jesus Christ. Wait. Vatikanstaten. Land in Europe. It's in Europe. Why do you think Pope Leo XIV is American? Yep, that's the best American. On speaking, Americans correcting English spellings. England doesn't speak English. They speak British. America speaks English. That is Americans in a nutshell. British is a nationality. Yes, it is. On speeding. 21-year-old girl drives a BMW M6 at over 310 kilometers an hour on the Autobahn in Germany. That's like 60 miles per hour. Why do you do that? 60 is like 100. Bruh. On the NFL. Everyone dissing the NFL but don't realize if America has their own national rugby team would wipe the floors. Brother, America has a team. They lost 123 to New Zealand. My God, inform yourself. Yep, I don't care about that one. That one I didn't understand. On the plague. When did your country get affected by the plague? Where is the US? I don't think the US had the plague. Why is soccer such a popular sport in the UK? Football is popular all over the world, including in the USA. American football is not. Surely that tells you something. Most countries are too broke to afford helmets and pads. Soccer is just cheaper cause all you need is the ball. Yep. That's the problem. It wouldn't be an American posting if we didn't have the entire world has no money, only we have money. Damn American propaganda is dumb. We don't afford helmets. That's it. On Fahrenheit. You do realize that Fahrenheit is more accurate than Celsius. What? It's not. You guys just assume that because you see bigger number that it's got more variety. Celsius does support decimals too. It's easier with Celsius. If it's cold, it's minus. 0 is like freezing point. If you got 20 Celsius, it's a summer day. If you got minus 20, it's Antarctica. Fahrenheit is definitely more accurate. No. Because when it's freezing, you got like 131 degrees Fahrenheit. How do you know that's freezing? It quite literally isn't. Even NASA avoids using Fahrenheit. Yep. Fahrenheit is definitely more precise than Celsius with broader range. Yes, because it got more numbers, even if Celsius used decimals. Because Fahrenheit can also use decimals. Yep, that exploded my brain. On trains. Passenger train lines in the USA versus Europe. Maybe because Texas is bigger than blipping Europe? What? This is Texas, right? This is Europe. Russia is in Europe. Is Texas bigger than... on telling time. I'm so annoyed with everyone using military time during my trip to Berlin. The war is over, people. Get with the times. It's so much easier. When it says 0400, that means 4 in the morning. 1600 is 4 in the afternoon. Learn to count on July 4th. Celebrations. I will be in Rome on the 4th of July and was wondering if anything will be closed as a result of our holiday. Also, it's on Monday this year, so I know there are a few things that are closed on the day in general, but I wanted to know if there was anything else that would be. No! Rome? Which state is Rome? No. We don't celebrate your holidays on the new Pope's first speech. So this new American Pope gave his, I guess, acceptance speech just now. Is he American? He didn't speak a word of American. Am I just supposed to take it on faith that he speaks American and is a red-blooded American? He is the first American Pope. What? He is He's the Pope of the Pope country, not America. On kilograms. My little sister went on a date with a young farmer tonight. He decided to gift her a 12 kilograms wheel of cheese. The fuck is a kilogram? A kilogram is the right way to count. On poop. Our poop is solid here. By dates come from countries where liquid poop is daily. Americans aren't gross for not using them. Everyone else is gross for needing them. I actually agree with that one. Why do you need a bidet on cooking? 60 degrees is like colder than average room temperature. How does that cook anything? Am I missing some? Oh yeah, 60 degrees Celsius. That's Celsius. 60 Celsius. That's hot. Why is American so stupid? Let's look at this one. To remember how many feet there are in a mile, you just gotta use 5 tomatoes. 5 tomatoes. Sounds like 5280. And there's 5,280 feet in a mile. To remember how many meters there are in a kilometer, you just remember 1,000. Because the system of measurement in the rest of the world wasn't invented by a drunk mathematician rolling dice. Yeah, don't talk shit about dices, they can do stuff. Why do you use miles and feet? It's so simple to use meters and kilometers. People who leave their phones set to military time are bleeping war criminals. How do you look at 1605 and go, wow, I can understand that? Beeping bootlickers, what's next? You gonna go join the army? Recruit me? Americans be like, okay, I can't count past 12. It's 24 hours in a døgn. There's 24 hours, so count to 24. Hey buddy, real brave of you to insult our military. Real brave of your military to invade my country and give our unborn population a long history of birth defects and collateral damage that harmed our economy and quality of life for decades. Source? He sent the source. Oh, that. Okay. Can anybody tell me if Portugal has running water like in the States? No, only walking water. Everything is slower here. We don't drink water in Portugal. We just drink wine. Water is for suckers. Yeah, this is America. Gotta speak English at least a little bit. This is Germany. I'm not from America, which is why I'm talking German in all of my videos. Wait, is there another city called Rome that doesn't exist in Georgia, USA? I was watching Fox News and they mentioned Rome in Italy. I am confused. Is there a Rome in Italy? You know what? I can't do this anymore. I mean it.